Glasgow's night bus services have been given a partial reprieve after a deal was struck between two rival bus operators. First Bus previously said it was scrapping all 11 of its Friday and Saturday late-night services as they were running at a loss. However, an agreement has now been reached with McGill's to continue 9 of the routes. Our transport correspondent David Henderson asked the boss of First Bus why it's had a change of heart.
When you announced plans to axe these services, you said the buses were not carrying enough passengers, they were not viable, they weren't making any profit. What's changed your mind about that?
Well, nothing has changed. What has changed is the burden of resourcing us in an individual company has now been shared between ourselves and McGill. So it's thanks to them as much as us that we've been able to maintain it. The financials are still very tight. The driver shortage across the bus sector in Glasgow and the West is still very acute.
Well, in recent weeks there's been a ferocious reaction to this decision to remove these services. The former First Minister Nicola Sturgeon, both of them signing a letter saying it would have been disastrous for their constituents, disastrous for businesses. Have you been leaned on by the politicians?
No, we worked proactively with McGill's. We recognise that the people of Glasgow, they deserve a good nighttime public transport network, but I think the word in here is public transport. We're two bus operators, privately owned bus operators, that are preserving the service for the people of Glasgow.
Well, the decision to scrap even 2 of the routes has angered campaigners who say the bus service is a public service and that bus companies shouldn't have a veto on who travels where.
At the moment, private bus companies in Scotland get more than £320 million a year in public subsidy, and they still get to decide, pick and choose which routes they're running for that money, and that situation's mad. No other big cities across Europe run their buses in that way.